Nathan, welcome to Sheffield Wednesday. How pleased are you to be here?
Yeah, good. Very, very, very happy. Obviously been training here for a couple of weeks now with Henrik and the coaching staff and the boys. I've got a lot of mutual friends in the squad. I've been training obviously on my own and training with a few other clubs, sort of just to stay fit. But spoke to the manager through Jan Valery and Nathaniel Chalobah, and the boss has sort of opened his arms up and said come and train with us, and vice versa, have a look at us, see what you think, and we can have a look at you. And obviously not being in a squad or in a team environment for a long time, you're sort of missing those touches on the ball and sort of being in the footballing environment day to day in terms of training. So no, it's been wonderful to be sort of back around it, and it's the lads have welcomed me into the group with open arms even the last couple of weeks.
What have your conversations been like with the gaffer?
Yeah, really positive, really positive. So a lot of his sort of ethoses and style of play is something that I've worked with before, with the likes of Danny and working with him at Southampton as well, at a previous club. So some of the things that he talks about in terms of the details and on and off the ball, defensive shapes, attacking positions, it's sort of stuff that I've covered before. It was one of the biggest things that probably struck me as well was sort of his sort of human side. I think a lot of people will probably vouch for me. I've only been here for 2 weeks, but a lot of people have spoke highly about him as a man, and as working with him the last 2 weeks, I've really saw that as well.
Yeah. How have you found training? You mentioned it's just nice to be back with the ball at your feet, and how have you found it?
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Just being back around it. You can do all the pitch runs you want, but you can't replace the ball. At the end of the day, sort of football fitness is one of the key things that I wouldn't say I was missing, because as I said, I've been training with a few clubs before, but just sort of to be back around it where there's really a chance to earn a bit of a contract and a bit of playing time as well. I'm under no illusion that it's a difficult job that's at hand, but it's a challenge that I'm welcoming and looking forward to.
And you mentioned that you already know Nathaniel and Jan. Yeah. I guess that really helps when you come into a dressing room that you know these guys already.
Yeah, I mean, football's a small world, isn't it? I think on and off the pitch. So knowing Nathaniel since I was 14, 15, I've known Jan since he broke through into first team football when he came through at Southampton. I've known Barry for 15, 16 years. There's a lot of boys in the dressing room that I knew. So again, it makes that transition easier, but also it does make it makes being able to be open and honest on the training field and be a lot more demanding. It makes that a little bit easier too, because we kind of know each other. We know what we expect from one another. We know what we demand. If I can come here and help add to the standards, but also help raise the standards, then that's something that I'm looking forward to also.
And you've got a lot of experience at the very top level, haven't you? Liam Cooper joined last week.
Yeah.
It's important for the dressing room, isn't it, that experience is there?
Yeah. I mean, spoke to Coops last week, and I was kind of saying to him, we had a laugh, and we said, like, if we both get on the dotted line, then we'll be coming after each other a lot. So that'll be fun for the next few weeks in training. But it's that competitive nature, it's that competitive spirit that we want to build. Especially going into this winter period now, where there's a lot of games, they come thick and fast. So hopefully we can sort of put more points on the board and be a little bit more of a surprise package. And I think from what I've seen on the outside, this club deserves something to cheer about. And I think the quicker we can start chalking out some results, that sort of eases the pressure for us on the pitch, but also puts smiles back on people's faces.
And there's a lot of young lads in that dressing room as well. I mean, you've been there, that 16-year-old in that dressing room with experienced players. I guess you know what they need. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not deluded to think that the young lads of today have changed. Their expectations have changed. Their knowledge of the game has changed. But I think the fundamentals of what a first team environment requires and what it needs day to day has never changed, which is your timekeeping, first and foremost, your respect to your teammates, your respect to your teammates and to your staff members, and also just your fundamentals day to day. having your own set of standards and levels that you adhere to be able to perform every day on the pitch is something that should never ever change, and it's one thing that will always give you a chance in football. So you know, I'm one of those guys that I'm a student of the game. I will consistently and always be a student of the game, and if I can at 31, then I don't understand why, you know, lads that are coming in at 15, 16, 17, they shouldn't be either. It's a wonderful opportunity for them, because, you know, not many people are handed or gifted opportunities to be able to be in a first team environment at such a young age. But, you know, you've got to take it within your stride, and, you know, you have to enjoy it at the same time, but you have to realise what's at stake.
We all know the sort of tough position the club is in at the moment. It's fair to say that you wouldn't be here if you weren't up for a fight. Yeah,
of course. I mean, listen, I've not played football for a long time. Obviously, being out injured and stuff, but that's sort of behind me now. I feel fit. I feel ready to go. Of course, like I said, there's a difference between football fitness and match fitness and running. But within a couple of weeks, I should be there and ready to go. But no, I'm under. As I said, I'm not confused. I'm not you know, not worried about the scenario that we're in. It's a challenge for myself, but also it's a challenge where, like I said, I've got close friends within the group. I know what it means. I've got friends who are supporters of Wednesday as well, who, you know, I know what it means to people. I know what this football club means to the community. So, you know, it's about putting points on the board first and foremost, being difficult to beat, and then going from there, but also growing from there.
It's a short-term deal that you've signed. Yeah. What are you hoping to get out of these next few weeks?
Enjoyment, but also, you know, I want to contribute to hopefully what is the start of the success for this club. You know, it's short-term based off what the club can actually do. If you know, if I've performed well enough and it's something that we can do, if it's something that we can continue to do throughout the rest of the season, then perfect. But you know, it's for myself, it's game time. For myself, it's helping this fantastic football club. It's helping, you know, the staff members that have been working here. And like I said, I've been here 2 weeks behind the scenes already, and I've seen what it means to people. I've seen the work that people are putting in. So, you know, I'm hoping to get out of this some success, for not just for myself, but for everybody involved with the football club, whether it's friends, family, fans, you know, and staff members alike.
Tell us about Hillsborough. What's your experience been like playing there? How many times have you
I think I've only played there once, funnily enough. I think I've only played there once, maybe 2014, 15. I think when we was in the Championship with Norwich and we got promoted that year. And I just remember it was cold. I think it was in the winter, and it was cold. But again, I think when I'm in this position now, signing for a club that I've played against, it's kind of difficult to sort of remember sort of things that happened in games or fans. But, you know, you're also, you know, I've never been to watch Barcelona, but I understand that, you know, the fans are pretty decent when they're at the new camp, and that can be said for all over the world. So, no, it's as I said, historic stadium, historic football club, and you know, if we can bring some success, some good times over this winter period, then it's something I really want to help change.
So just looking forward to getting going now.
Yeah. I mean, so there's only so much dadding you can do, isn't there, before you want to get back to work. So, listen, I've had unbelievable sort of little bit of time off to reflect on where my career has gone, where it is, and where it can potentially, you know, finish. I don't think I'm a finished article yet in terms of my career. I'm only 31. Still feel like I've got a lot to give to the game. So, you know, I'm relishing the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it.